Hello, hello. Let me turn this up there. It is a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And I have been listening to music. All the underdogs in the world. There may come a day when we lose. But it is not today. Anyway, I hope you are very well. It is absolutely gorgeous here. I've got the windows open, and I am here to read on your political questions. So, if you're new here, just so you know, we usually spend the first 10 or 15 minutes, and I copy down your questions, and everyone here is really friendly. So they talk to each other and or support each other, which is wonderful. So if you want to say something specifically to me or ask me a question, just put it all in caps, because then I'll know you're talking specifically to me. And we have the best moderators on the internet right here, because this would not be possible without our fantastic moderators. There's Keisha right there, but we have great moderators. We have you'll see their names in blue, and they are keeping us safe. They are our troll slayers, and they are epic. So, yeah. So let's get on with some political readings here, and let me scroll up, and I will start copying down your questions, because I tend to highlight them and just put them in the first comment is just where I kind of put them all so I don't lose them. Okay, let's see here. Scrolling down, looking for all caps. Oh, Remdesivir. I saw a headline before I got on. It was something about there's a new drug, but MAGA people will have nothing to do with it. And it was like, oh dear, I wonder what that's about. Oh, yeah, Kim Jong-un. Yeah, the likelihood that someone who would have heart surgery would be up and about like that within days is eh. What is Trump doing at Camp David this weekend? Let's have a look at that, because you know it's nothing good. Oh, I got my letter yesterday from Trump. I will be burning that, because it just protest of his cruelty, incompetence, and corruption. So anyway, hello, Allison. Love that little flower. Okay, let me see. Fauci testified before Congress. They're saying that they'll let him testify in front of the Senate, the Republican-controlled Senate, but not the House. Funny. Ironic that Kim Jong-un appears at a fertilizer plant opening. Pure fertilizer. Okay, it jumped. Sometimes when I'm reading on this, it jumped. It jumps to the end. I've got to scroll back up and figure out where I was. Amazon and Jeff Bezos. Yep, Amazon and Jeff Bezos. Absolutely, I will do that, Nancy. I've been meaning to read on that. So today is the day. Okay. Spike of cases in Georgia. What specifically did you want to know about it, Renee? I mean, we kind of knew that would happen. Are Trump's handlers convincing him to stay when he wants to resign? Moon? No. The man is a malignant narcissist. And there are hundreds and hundreds of doctors who have said, sorry, we don't like to, diagnose people who aren't on paid, but it's so screamingly obvious he is a malignant narcissist. Nobody's going to stop him from leaving. He doesn't want to leave. No one needs that kind of negativity in their life. Burn it to the ground with you, Melly. No return sender with a note, take me off your mailing list. Oh, yeah. Yeah, all that tax money for Mr. Ego himself. All right, this thing jumped again, so I'm trying to find old footage of Mr. Kim. How bad will it get in Georgia? Oh, we'll count mock for his stupidity. Oh man. Renee, I'm so sorry, but this time I'm not going to read on that because, and I'll explain why. How bad is it going to get? What I'm going to get is a huge amount of just really negative energy, because anytime I get anywhere near the question of reopening, I get just an overwhelming message of don't do it, it's stupid, don't do it, don't do it. And it's just this constant. So how bad? It's just going to be bad. I mean, just awful. So but I don't know that I would get anything more specific than that, and going into that energy, I will definitely, let me copy it down. I will think about it. But I don't know that I could really add anything other than making myself want to cry. And you guys don't want to see me cry. It's just ugly. I ugly cry. Okay, anyway, but it is such a beautiful day. I wish you all could be here. I'd be making everybody waffles. And Moon's saying, I just feel like some of his handlers are going out of their way to massage his ego, setting up stupid meetings, praise them in rallies. Of course they are. That's their job. Oh, the new press secretary. Well, I'll see what I get here. I actually, my class outside, I hear you. My poor patrons are, it's hard for me to keep the daily thing going. So my poor patrons are long suffering. They do not get as much as they deserve. But I did, yesterday morning, I do these things called snapshot readings, where I do a reading and then take a picture of it and then I explain what it says, and I make a square graphic of it. And it was like 7 readings on the Biden mess, and in 3 graphics, and then 3 more graphics, which were each reading on the new press secretary. But let me see what they want to tell me for everybody's, because I went into real detail on that one. Oh, Kat, I love the orange and black hearts. Yeah, question in all cap, please. Yeah, because otherwise I don't see it. New press secretary, pure Teflon. Well, she was not doing a great job yesterday, in the sense, first of all, they were going easy on her. They were like that to, what's her name? The last one. But she's got some bad habits, and they're not going to age well. She's going to have to change tack, because she is used to being a talking head on Fox News. And to attack, when somebody asks a question that looks bad for the Republicans, what she does is she jumps on a Republican talking point and says, well, don't you have a comment about this? What do you have to say about this? Well, you can't do that to these journalists, because they're like, we're not, and even yesterday they were like, we're not here to do that. I'm not here to give my opinion on something. I'm here to ask you questions. And so she's got to come up with a new tack to do that. So, all right. If I do not get to your question, if I miss it, or I miss something that's going on, it is nothing personal. I'm not mad at anybody. I don't have favorites. I'm so grateful you're here. Please don't. If I've hurt your feelings, that I would be very upset to know that I hurt your feeling. I'm like all water signs, and well, not all, but Sun, Scorpio, Moon, Cancer, Mars, Pisces, and I've got other stuff too. But it's And I'm feeling particularly, yesterday I was reading, I did so many readings yesterday, and today I'm feeling very sensitive. So if you tell me that I've hurt your feelings, I will just, it would really, I'd be like, oh, anyway. Yeah, there was, I don't know if she'd want me to say it was her, but there was somebody who told me yesterday, they're like, I have a tender heart, but you have a bleeding heart. And it was like, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Anyway, Dave's saying, Autumn, you couldn't hurt my feelings if you tried. Aw. Oh, thank you. You guys are so awesome. I did something really, 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 sorry, I'm reaching for my deck here. I did something really, really good somewhere, somehow, because to deserve you guys, because I don't deserve you guys. You have been so kind to me and so supportive, and I'm so grateful. Oh, we love your bleeding heart, Autumn. Okay, let me tilt this thing down now that I have your questions. We're gonna have another 70s-tastic day of readings here. I'm really liking this Morgan Greer deck. It's gonna take me a while until I'm I guess sick of it or something, because I like it. And I'm trying to get this so it'll show more, but it's really not going to. Okay, I'll have to see what I can do over here. Autumn, you're very kind as well. Like attracts like. Thank you, Lynette. Thank you. Okay. Aw. Like I said, you guys are the best. You guys are so sweet. Alrighty. Where are we? Okay, we're almost coming up on 12 minutes. Oh, I'm doing Amazon and Bezos first, because I've been asked that like 4 times now and never got to it. All right, so let's start with Bezos, Mr. Hubris himself. For anybody, I'm sure you guys know this, but for anybody who just happens to not know this, hubris is, these days we think of it as like ego or what have you, but hubris was, back in the day, it was thinking that you were on the same level as the gods. And that level of ego. And it was such an affront to the gods that they would unleash Nemesis to come after you if you committed hubris. So thank you, Kitty. It's like there's so much hubris going on with Trump and his cronies, his band of criminals, and Bezos, and all these people, where it's like, Nemesis paging Nemesis, Nemesis paging Nemesis, please report to the White House, please report to the White House, paging Nemesis. Let's read on Jeff Bezos. Oh, yep. His wife, sorry, I'm stretching here, close my eyes, reaching out for the energy, sitting up straight. His wife worked with him forever to set up Amazon and get through all those days, and yeah, he's just moved on to a new model of woman. Just dumped her and moved on. Surprise. See, I want to like him. I want to. I think, he's set up a platform that is helping a lot of small businesses. I know for a fact there are small businesses who are able to survive where they wouldn't otherwise because of Amazon. And I know people who write for a living, which is an amazing feat in and of itself. They go through KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing, and literally make more money than I'll ever see. So it's not like it's inherently just evil. It's not. It does not suffer from the evils, which is a slang term, EVILZ, evils, because of the evils. But Bezos. Yeah, but he's such a giant. His head is massive. I mean, he's like a giant bobblehead. His head is he's so inflated and full of himself. And everybody sucks up to him. Everybody. So, Bezos, so what's going to happen with you, Mr. Humility? Oh my God, I wish you were here. It smells so good outside. I love that fresh air smell. Bezos. Money. Yep, money, money. What is it? What is that ABBA song? Life is sunny, life is funny in a rich man's world, something like that. Yeah, the roses. Yeah. All right. 6 of Cups, 7 of Cups, interesting. Hanged Man, interesting. King of Wands. And Temperance. Oh. Oh, I don't think he's going to like the next administration. Workers' rights. Dave, that's actually a very funny joke. Thank you. I like that. 6 of Cups, 7 of Cups. This is... We're such a great company. We do so much good. We help people. We have so many people working for us, and it's great. It's wonderful. You know, we're not a monopoly monolith that's helping to destroy smaller businesses and screw people over. Because, for example, I know for a fact that there's like Kindle Direct Publishing, people who write, you know, they can write novels and they put it on Amazon to sell. And if you end up in the top, you know, 100 on Amazon, that's big money. I mean, that is big money if you can manage that. But if you look at even like the top 20 or whatever, most of them, more than half of them, are a part of Amazon's own, they set up their own publishing imprints. And so it's like, so it isn't, so there's no kind of even playing field, but most people don't realize it's happening. It's a lot of smoke and mirrors. There's definitely, it's a very mixed bag with them. However, I don't understand why he can't pay his workers a living wage. Exactly. This Hanged Man is at the center of the reading, and King of Wands. I'm feeling some Elizabeth Warren energy here, that to temper how workers are treated. Oh yeah, but this is not now. This is like this is like next year, starting next year. And had his kids. There we go. Yeah. Something definitely. Yeah, he's not gonna. You know, I'm glad he owns the Washington Post. He's not gonna let them become a you know, trumpet, but. Yeah, he's not going to like the regulations that are coming. I don't know how, I mean, of course I could be wrong. There's no psychic, there's no reading, there's nothing like this is 100% at all. This is not medical advice, this is not legal advice. This is just a person with some cards reading on the collective energy. That's all this is. And I am not 100% correct. Nobody is. But I would be the first to say I am not 100% correct. I will say that there is a consistency to certain readings, which tends to make them more likely to happen. And the consistency I get isn't just that some people try to say, oh, well, Trump's going to get in for another 4 years. That would change a huge chunk of my readings, because what I get is things like this with the regulations coming for workers, the serious shift to the left in the country. Well, he's got his money. I mean, let's not feel bad for Jeff Bezos. Again, Seven of Cups, Queen of Wands, that is, Ace of Swords, the Star, Nine of Pentacles. Smoke and mirrors, but regulation, again, kind of Elizabeth Warren energy, Sword of Truth at the center. But yeah, I mean, he has this place as like a titan of industry, and he'll go down in history, and people will study what he did and what have you. But I'm not feeling, I'm feeling more regulations, which he's not going to like, but I'm not feeling like the Tower, you know? It's not that kind of energy. So not for him. He's got so much money, he's fine. So what time is it? All right, we're at 22. Let's read on Amazon itself. I don't know this for a fact. I know that we can create thought forms. And when people all focus on something, and if you give something a name, and you give emotion and energy to it, you create like this blob of energy on the other side that starts taking form. And since the energy we give off, it's kind of sticky, which is why sometimes you got to clean out your house, and why, like if you use something for a long time, it'll just be infused with your energy. But also, our energy that we give, it's sticky. But it creates this thought form on the other side. And I wonder, because if you can already tap into stuff that's already there, that can help you forming whatever. And I really wonder with both with Amazon and the idea of the Amazon, the power of the Amazon, the mythology of the Amazon, I wonder how much that business benefited from tapping into that energy. And I wonder, same thing with Starbucks and their logo. So yeah, there's definitely subconscious symbolism going on. But I just wonder how much those kind of logos, that kind of symbolism, what kind of difference it makes. Amazon. Busy. Really, really busy. I'm still having trouble ordering groceries. I mean, I'm fine, but I can't just order groceries. Yeah, the energy is gross. Hieroglyphic has a really good question, and I'm going to take just a couple of seconds here to copy that and put it on the list. I just happened to look up. Okay, that is what logo are made. Like that's why logos are made, so you focus the energy. Yeah. Amazon. Yeah, they're keep it going, and workers not being treated very well. Justice. Queen of Swords. Devil. It's the center of the reading. Knight of Swords. This is investigations. The sword court cards. These are investigations into the corrupt practices. There were, I believe, I could be wrong. Weren't there monopoly? Oh, sorry. Oh, bless. Oh, that's 2 ambulances. Oh, bless. Let's send some positive energy to them, whoever they're helping. And thank you for helping. Okay, sorry. Wasn't there a monopoly thing they were being investigated for? Because this is investigation into their practices, and then their continued obfuscation is what's coming to mind. Could be a smoke screen. Yeah, Amazon is a pickle. It's a pickle because it is doing some good, and it's been very necessary in this crisis. However, they have got to treat their people better. They have got to. And there are big investigations coming, and I would prefer to see this over here, but this does feel like the investigations are coming up against the continued lies about how workers are treated. So, oh boy. All right. Well, that's what's going on with that. Investigations are what's coming. So, all right, Amazon. I don't quite understand, Keisha. Walmart changes for the better too. Yeah, that would help. Yeah, is it the Walton family? Is that their name? Man, those people. Their energy's terrible, and they act terribly. Anyway, anti-competitive practices. Yeah. Yep. All right. So 27. Let's look at. Let me start at the top. 27. Remdesivir. When I first saw it, I was like, resveratrol? No, that's something different. Remdesivir. I'm automatically getting an artificial kind of taste in my mouth, sort of. Let me reach out for the energy. My face just went numb. I'm fine. This is the end. This is what I get from the energy. My whole face just went numb. That was weird. I guess it's better than reading on the leader of the free world and feeling like I literally just got hit in the face, on the jaw, on the side, because that's happened too. Are they saying good things about this drug? Because a lot of people are working on all kinds of medications. 7 of Pentacles, Empress, Tower. This is not good. Queen of Cups. This is like Burks or whatever her name is coming out with the happy talk. And lots of people are working on all kinds of drugs, but that's not good. I'm just, yeah, Hanged Man, Empress, Tower. The Empress is America. For the drug and the Tower, no, it's not good. That's really bad. It's supposed to be an IV drug for the very sick. It's very bad. This is very bad. This is very, very bad. This energy's terrible. I mean, I'm not saying it won't do some good, but the energy's not good. So, okay, I guess we got through that pretty quickly. Let's see, what is next? We are at almost 30. Oh yeah, Jung. How you doing, Jung? Well, it's only 45 at that. Okay, all right. Let me see if I can reach out for this energy. My eyes are closed for a second here, so I can't see your questions. Just a second. Why can I hear a heart monitor? I'm not seeing man at whatever plant. I'm hearing a heart monitor. And like in the hospital, beep, 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 that. So, did you go on a walkabout yesterday? He's too sick. He's very sick. He might be trying to be conscious, maybe not. No. He's very sick. Queen of Swords. Oh dear. What is this, sister? Libra? Can't remember. Virgo? Can't remember. Oh, no. Remdesivir is not found to work. Okay. Queen of Wands. Seven of, yeah, we know that the state media lies in North Korea. Knight of Pentacles in the middle. Temperance. They're definitely hiding that he's sick. They're hiding. That's not really a shocker there. He's being seriously tempered, and I'm actually being drawn to the angel part of this. Which, if somebody's saying, you know, what's their health like? And I'm getting angel kind of energy above. It's like, oh dear. And these are people. One of these might be him, but this is jockeying for power. And this is, this was the card for the reading. Yeah, these are people jockeying for power. These are people in governments overseas trying to see what's going on, and but I'm not sure he's in there. Let me see. Is let's see. Jung. See, it's like I almost get a mental image of him like trying to talk or trying to sit up or managing just, but then I reach out for that energy and it's just gone. It's just man in a hospital bed, heart monitor, eyes closed. That's what I'm getting. I could be wrong, of course. I can always be wrong. But I'm not 100% right, but yeah. It's like he's trying. It's like he wants to. He wants to sit up. He wants to, but it's just still hearing a heart monitor. That feels like a funeral. King of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Oh, I don't know how well he got along with his parents, but it feels like they're waiting for him on the other side. King of Swords. Possible grandfather, Justice. This feels like let's scrape things together and give a little something to the people to celebrate a new, like the new leader. And like making it quote unquote legal. Yeah, let me ask, is the fertilizer plant pictures that came out yesterday, that whole thing. Any truth to that? Any truth to the fertilizer? Did that actually just happen? Or is that old? Knight of Pentacles. They want to show him being strong. Okay, I've got a Nine of Swords, King of Cups, which is what I get for medical personnel, and Queen of Wands. Yeah, I'm getting there is no way in heck he could possibly alternative saying, is he conscious and stuck inside? How awful. Yeah, old video. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. It's not all the time. He kind of comes in and out, and he's got angel energy. He's got his parents' energy near him. I think there's a grandfather in there somewhere. There's, look, all I'm getting is it's almost like, oh, well, you have a choice. It's like it doesn't even feel like he has a choice. It's like he just needs to accept that we're done. People around him need to accept he's done. I hope, look, well, then again, I don't wish ill on anybody. Then again, he does torture people. And I'm not wishing, like, I'm not saying I want anyone to suffer, but if it's his time to go, yeah, not gonna shed a tear. No tears here. Not a one. Bye-bye. Okay. Thank you, Kat. Okie dokie. Old footage, yeah. Okay, so, let's look at MoscowMitch and his unqualified sycophants. I think that's 30. And I'm gonna click comment so I don't do what I've done before, which is not thinking, refresh the page and lose. Oh goodness, really? Really? There are laws against that. We're like 38 now. I have refreshed the page, not thinking, and just everything disappeared. It's like, no. Okay. Let's look at, yeah, because I do know that they're very unhappy. Especially the Democrats are very unhappy because MoscowMitch doesn't want to. He doesn't want to come back to help people suffering in this crisis. The only thing he's scheduling are judicial nominees. That's it. And it's the priority because really that and the economy tanking are the only things Trump and the Republicans had going for them. So let's see here. Mitchie. You're going to get more of those pinheads through? I think he's rabid. He also feels very much like he thinks he can do anything he wants. Other than Romney, he managed to keep all the Republicans together during the impeachment thing. He managed to, he took a Supreme Court seat away from a Democrat. He managed to deflect impeachment of the president. He's so full of himself, so deeply full of himself. So now it's, of course I'm going to do this. Well, what about helping the people? No, I'm going to get these judicial nominees through because then they're going to be super right-wing people on the bench for decades. That's what he cares about. the people, yeah, whatever. He wants those extreme judges, qualified or not. So is it going to work? Oh, you're going to get lots more unqualified, awful judges through. Oh, the energy is unsteady. Interesting. Doesn't feel unsteady enough. Yeah, we know that. Devil card. Oh, look, the card of nonsense. Illusion, delusion. Queen of Pentacles in the middle. It's something that his people can take to the donors. Four of Wands comes up for me for Mar-a-Lago. So making Trump happy. King of Swords. That's the card of investigators. I keep getting this. This keeps showing up in these readings. All kind of readings. I keep getting investigations coming. Big investigations. He's on track to do it. Very much. Just going through, and the more poisonous, the better. But there's going to be a fly in the ointment, because there are investigations of some kind coming. He's going to get some through, because I'm getting a really nauseous feeling. All right, you know what? I'm going to, what time is it? We're at 42, because I'm constantly asking the time because I am leaning over and looking at the clock. What's up with these hearings that keep cropping up in my reading? It's hard to type with these nails. My readings. Because something... What is... Because it keeps showing up. So I just want to see if we can get some more information about what on earth is... What is this? Mar-a-Lardo, you mean? Yes. Okay. What's going on with these hearings keep cropping up. Lots and lots of hearings. Lots, but this time it sticks. There's something in there that sticks. It does damage. So, what's going on? Tell me more about this. Sorry about the plane, guys. All right. While waiting for that to go past, I will reach out for this energy. What is going on? Hearings. It's hard to believe anything could stick. I'm getting stick the landing. Stick the landing. That's a potential for politically stringing Trump up by his ankles. It's a possible suspension of something? Hermit, Empress. All right, we got Major Arcana already. King of Wands, Two of Pentacles again. This card just keeps coming up. Card of Lies. This isn't answering my question. All right, so maybe there's no there. That wasn't answering my question. Is there something big coming? Some hearings, information released, journalists, could be hearings, could be, is there something major coming that's going to turn the tide in a really big way against Trump. I think that's really... Is there something coming? Page of Cups for the reading. Fool, Ace of Wands, lies right at the center. 5 of Wands on the defensive. 3 of Cups, it helps the Democrats. Something about his lies causing a lot of infighting and a lot of fighting, and it really brings it brings the Democrats up to the forefront. This is vague. That's Trump, the fool. Doing something, Ace of Rods. He's usually the king of Wands, which is rods. And this is him using him taking an action he took and lied about, or is lying about. Well, of course, we know he's going to lie about it. But it causes infighting amongst the Republicans. Is that what's going on? What? Gary, I'm actually not going to cover that here. Sorry. There are a few things I don't read on, and that's one of them. I did read a little bit for patrons, but that was... Oh. Okay. Trump, what he did, what he lied about. Well, the energy isn't something taken, something stolen. Strength, Moon, 9 of Swords, 2 of Cups, Knight of Cups. It ties his hands. It really upsets people. I mean, really, really upsets people. It ties his hands and really helps the Democrats. That's all I'm getting. Is this something that we don't know about yet, or is this something we do know? You know, yeah. Could it be the taxes? Could it be? Is this something we know, or is this now, or is this something we suspect, or is this something that's something we don't know about yet? I'm getting a... Okay. Knight of Pentacles again. The money, going after the money. Hierophant, 7 of Pentacles, 4 of Cups, 6 of Swords, Justice. People, there's something coming. There's something big. It begins with the government. It ends with in a courtroom. And it helps Democrats. It causes Trump to lose more voters. But even despite the fact that how much money the Trump campaign and the Republicans have, which is a huge, vast, something's coming. I'm not getting anything more specific. Mueller report, unredacted Mueller report. Okay, unredacted. All right, unredacted Mueller report. I'll put here. Trump taxes here. How about that? Okay. Let me see. I'm gonna close my eyes again for a second here. All right, I'll put. Is this the Mueller report? Unredacted Mueller report having a big impact? Is this the oversight of Trump's taxes? Well, when I said Trump's taxes, I got basically forensic accounting is what that is. Let me see what I've got here. Shift this just a bit more. Did Mueller reports Trump's taxes. Mueller report Trump's taxes. Overflowing emotions. It actually feels like tears of joy. Like relief. Like finally something sticks. Stick the landing. All right, Mueller, unredacted Mueller report. Okay, I've got 5 of Cups, 9 of Wands, the Emperor, and the King of Wands. Okay, so this is the people around. This is Trump as the Emperor, this is Trump as a man, this is like Junior, and the people around him. It's also the Republicans who have formed that wall to protect him. And this is disappointment. So that feels like a lot of information coming out. That really does. I'm glad, so glad to feel that energy. I hope I'm right. Gosh, I hope I'm right. Okay, oversight of Trump's tax return judgment. 5 of Swords, insult to injury. He's going to be so mad. He's going to be so mad if people get hold of his tax returns. 4 of Pentacles. Oh, this is feeling like it's so obvious what a miser he is. And how little support he had, and look at that, 10 of Swords. I wonder if we're going to get both. Wow. He doesn't have the money people, he's been pretending he has, and how he got it was like through like the mafia. This isn't just the thief card. This is the insult to injury. This is, I defeated you, but now I'm going to humiliate you. This is like mafia tactics. But judgment, big major arcana capital letters, judgment, about how he got his money, how he kept the illusion going, what a skinflint he actually is, and this hurts him. Oh, politically, this hurts him legally too. It feels like. Not as much. Well, yes. Not what we think, but yes. So there is some disappointment about information that comes out in the unredacted Mueller report about Trump and the people around him. But my goodness, the taxes, the money. Follow the money. Man, that is, and this, it does feel like people like us, just like tears of joy that there's finally some reckoning. There's some, it sticks. There's, they can't spin it. Oh, alternative. Venus will be retrograde for 4 months. Plenty of aspects for reviewing the Mueller report. Pluto's going retrograde too. Is it this summer or is that sooner? I can't remember. I've just completely blanked on when that happens. But Pluto going retrograde. When in astrology, when you have a planet, like let's say, this is an extreme example, but it'll explain this pretty well. What Venus? Let's look at Venus. Venus is what and how you love. Okay. It started April 25th. Yep. Then yeah. Haha. Venus is what and how you love. Now, that's kind of what's going on. Now, when Venus goes retrograde, you will sometimes end up with people coming up from your old flames or old relationships, even from way back. And the worst example of that ever was Blasey Ford having to speak out against Kavanaugh, having to relive what she went through. And I've read on that, and I normally don't read, and I'll just say flat out that the energy is so clear. And Carol, Jean Carroll, with Trump, that was totally clear. Center of each reading was the tower. I mean, it was just both readings, both of those readings. I mean, it was very clear. But it was kind of an astrology, trying to find some levity in the situation. So when this poor woman had to go and tell her story in front of the world, and it was just so awful and what have you, someone on Twitter said, worst Venus retrograde ever. It's like, yeah. So when Pluto is all about power, Pluto is god of the underworld, which is where all the gold is, and it's where it's the intense life and death, regeneration, the real power. And the Mueller report was released during a Mercury retrograde, which means it lessened its punch. And then, of course, Renfield, no one questions the master, Barr, was able to redact huge amounts of it. But with Mercury direct, but Pluto retrograde, that's a possibility of going over that area again to bring it out. So, yeah. Okay. Okay. Mueller's revenge. Yes, I wish. And that was Mueller or taxes. Just make a note of that so I can look at it later. Okay. What is Trump doing at Camp David this weekend? We are at 58. Let me just shuffle this. I feel like I should shuffle it twice and then just reach out for this energy. Let's see here. What is Trump doing at Camp David this week? And weekend, wherever, however long he's there. What is Trump doing? I mean, he despises Camp David. He says it's a dump. Yes, Donald, but it's a secure dump. It's funded by taxpayers. So, yeah, you want to make it tacky, you're going to have to pay your own money to do it. And please don't. Just in general, just please don't. Okay. Donald, Camp David. What is Trump doing? Watching TV. I'm getting that very clearly. Watching TV. Talking about his polls. He's becoming obsessed with his re-election chances. Hang on. Sorry, got a cough. Sorry. He's watching TV. He's becoming obsessed. And there's so much negative coverage. That and the fact that he's increasingly paranoid because he's increasingly not sober. Let's just put that way. Yeah, Coke and French fries, there's a lot of that. Diet Coke and French fries, yeah, I know what you meant. Queen of Wands, Knight of Swords, these are advisors. Two of Cups, Three of Pentacles, Ace of Cups. He wants some female comfort, but I don't know that he'd get it from Melania. But there's so much. It's advisors trying to talk to him, tell him things, but he can't get away from the office. He can't get away from the Secret Service. He can't get away from, and he just wants to get away. Well, his moon is in Sagittarius. He has an emotional need to get away. I mean, Sagittarius is all about what's over the horizon. These people do. I wonder if the Queen of Wands here is the new press secretary, but no, she went home to her 5-month-old kid. These are advisors, and he's furious about the coverage, and he's becoming obsessed. Let's what's with this energy? Am I just being protected from it, or what's going on with this Two of Cups? Obsessed with getting his numbers back up. And all he can do is watch TV. It's all he cares about. And people around him are desperately trying to get him. It's like, no, you need to, we've got this potential crisis here, and this potential crisis overseas, and this huge problem here, and then the whole, and just don't even say the word testing around him. Don't even say the word unless you want everybody in the room to look at you like, really? You had to. And he will just go off the rails. What's going on with this Two of Cups? What does that mean? Well, it's good to know they're just, it just feels like they're trying to hatch normal kind of Republican, Trump Republican, underhanded things. It's not, I'm not getting like Russia, or, although he has, it's like, oh, maybe they can help. Knight of Cups. What's going on here? The World, Six of Wands, Page of Cups. Does he have Melania with him? Not Melania, Ivanka with him? He's the king of the world. His victory, and yes, father, yes, father. Yeah, that's what I'm getting for that. I just see a vortex of craziness when I think about him. Well, right now, I'm just getting complete and total obsession with his numbers, with re-election. And he's, well, okay, last question for today, because I'll be back tomorrow. Where are we? 4:30. Let's say that. Will Trump face big legal problems if he isn't reelected? Well, when he isn't reelected, because there would be some, no matter what, there's going to be some point when, will Trump face big legal problems whenever it so happens that he is not going back into office? Is Trump going to face elite, because that's it seems like that's what he's afraid of. I mean, he'd love to just take the job and say screw it, because he's got a lazy streak a mile wide. But there's also in the back of his mind, it's that, will I face legal trouble? So, does he face legal trouble? Does he have, are those charges brought against him? The indictments, are there indictments, the charges, the whatever? Is that what's going to hit Trump when he finally leaves office? Feels like a whole different energy, like a whole, and I just got a mental image of the sign for Aquarius. It's like a whole different thing. Page of Swords. Okay. Well, that's how he views himself. We know that. Is he going to get hit? It can also be a spy. Oh, people spying on him. 7 of Pentacles, Justice. 9 of Cups in the middle, Ace of Pentacles, and King of Cups. They do feel like some big finds, but he amassed his supposed fortune. But we've got Justice, we've got the Merchant, the card of the Merchant, and we have Ace of Pentacles. But it feels more like it's not like, here's some money, or here's money for me. It feels more like it's having to give that money up. And then we have the card for Democrats in the King of Cups, the Democrats in power. So I'd say yes. I mean, you get the Justice card. It may not be everything we want it to be, but depressing. I'm sick of this stable genius with a J. Yep. Anyone who doesn't know the story of that, it's I'm just going to pull just a couple more cards on this to see if I can get any clarity on what kind of mess Trump is going to be in. There is a Republican, he was a very loyal Republican type person who's getting to go to Mar-a-Lago or something, and had the opportunity to ask Trump one question, like they were near each other or something, and so he's like, here's my chance, and he was going to ask this one, I'll ask 8 questions. So, and he just wanted something very simple, because he wanted to, not be obnoxious or what have you. So he apparently, and this is a Republican who said this, he asked Donald what the J stood for in his name, and apparently Trump said genius. So Trump legal problems. Headache, really nasty, icky, ugh, bad energy. But headache. It's all a headache. It's all Justice. It's like, hello, Major Arcana. Are you not listening? High Priestess, Ace of Cups, Two of Cups. This is him and his kids, but this is the card for the reading's Justice. Then we have the card of Secrets. Could be Higher Wisdom, but it feels like Secrets. Overflowing emotion, and everybody's going to try to protect Ivanka. But his kid's getting dragged into this too. So that's what I'm getting. That is so pretty. It has nothing to do with this reading, but I just think that's so pretty. Anyway. All right. Well, I am going to leave it there. And I will leave it on that positive note. And thank you so much for being here. I'm so grateful. Seriously, I'm deeply grateful. And I'm so grateful to our moderators. You rock, and you make this possible. Okay? So I will be back tomorrow. We'll probably do some astrology, but we're going to also do some readings. I think I need to do a few more readings on Sunday. So I hope you have a good day. Just hang in there. Keep breathing. Thank you. And we're going to get through this. We are. Okay? All right. Well, you guys have a good day. And I'll see you tomorrow.